Welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Dr. Farah Laurent. So, today I'm going to be talking to you about the recap of this weekend. I literally just hosted my second event, which is the Business Mastermind Retreat for Nurses Making Money Moves in Clearwater Beach, Florida. And today I'm going live on Instagram. I've never been live on Instagram. So let me know if you guys can see me and hear me on Instagram. Also going live on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, LinkedIn. So if you are watching me right now, on any of those platforms, please message me, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'd love to connect. So, for those who don't know me, I help nurses level up in their career, land their dream job in less than 90 days, working with new nurses in the New York and California area, making up to 175K salary as new nurses. And I also help aspiring nurse entrepreneurs and nurse entrepreneurs like you who are watching launch your business or grow your business, really using personal branding, visibility strategies, such as being on social media, so that you can make some money moves, right? And really open up more opportunities for you. So, this is why I decided, for those who are just meeting me for the first time that don't know me, this is why I decided to now start putting on these events like the Nurses Making Money Moves conference and like this past weekend where I did the Business Mastermind Retreat. So, what is that about exactly? This is what I'm going to recap and break down for you right now. So, basically, I got a group of aspiring nurse entrepreneurs and nurse entrepreneurs to come to Clearwater Beach so that they could experience literally a life changing experience that will shift their mindset really forever and really teach them strategies on how to be more visible, how to take action, and how to become really a creator and a money generator, to really generate offers and to be of service to others. Because right now, you may be watching and you might have a business idea and you're like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to promote myself, how to market my offer. I don't know how to articulate anything. I don't know where to start. So, this is what we did this weekend. We really started off with clarity and mindset, because truly that's what you need to start. Even if you've been in business, let's say for 3 years or 5 years, sometimes you need to reset and really look at your target audience, look at the market, and really evaluate, is what you're offering, whether it's a product or a service, is it really serving in the way that you want it to serve? Because you might have to go back and reevaluate with the right clarity, the right messaging, so that you can attract more opportunities or you can get more clients to actually serve and make the impact that you truly want to make. So that's what we did this weekend. And I just released a recap video of the weekend on LinkedIn. I'm also going to share it on Instagram, in Facebook if y'all haven't seen it yet. But when I tell you, it was a powerful experience to be in that room with all those nurses. So we had nurses that came all the way from California, Texas, Chicago, some nurses in Florida, and all the way from Washington, D.C. So when I tell you, it was a room packed of ambitious professional women, nurses who want to grow and push themselves out of their comfort zone. This is what this weekend was about. Because, a lot of times you go to conferences, or you go to some events and it just feels like a lot of lecture style presentations, and you're not really getting real action or things that you can do in real time and make it applicable to what it is that you're doing. Well, that's not what we did this weekend. And that's really the model of this whole mastermind weekend that I've now designed, because whatever we went through, we applied right after the session. It wasn't like, let's learn this today and then we're going to apply it next week or, next year. We literally took action right away. So it was hands-on work. So they're looking at me like, yeah, like I'm going to post this, whatever. I was like, no. This is the time to get visible, where I'm actually there in person, supporting one-on-one, to remove any self-limiting beliefs, to remove the fear, the judgment, and any technical, technical things that maybe you're not familiar with. So I'm going to break down kind of what we went through. So number one, like I said, was clarity and mindset. So we started off talking about, introductions, what we do in the business, then their business and things like that. And then I asked them to describe their business and what they do in literally one sentence. And a lot of people struggle with this, right? It's like your unique value proposition. And a lot of people don't understand really how to summarize that in a way that's concise, that you can get your message across, right? So we really worked on refining those, and it was one of my favorite parts. And then we moved on to like a vision board activity, where we really looked at manifestation, we looked at abundance, and we talked about all those things. Just because as nurses, sometimes I think we just overthink and we're like, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? So, don't worry about the process of how it's going to happen. Just be in the visionary mindset to start making those things happen. But if you don't know what you want, you don't have a vision, and you're not very specific in that vision or specific in your goals, it's going to be very difficult for you to attain those goals and to get to where you want to be. So maybe some of you want to be an author, right? Maybe you want to be a writer, like a freelance writer or a speaker, then these are things that you should start putting on your vision board or planning it out so that you can see how you can get there. But it is possible, but you need to have the vision first so you can really set the goals and reverse engineer kind of how you're going to get there. Same thing as like, how much money do you want to make a month? Do you want to make, as a side hustle or a main hustle, whatever? Are you trying to make 10K a month, or you want to make 20K a month? Well, how are you going to get there? Right. And these are the things that we went through. Like, what is the product or service you're offering? And really refining that so that we could create an irresistible offer. So these are some of the topics that we covered. And of course, social media content, one of my favorite things, because I'm always here on LinkedIn. I need to do a better job, though, of showing up on Instagram. And this is why this is my first time going live on Instagram. So we had a lot of firsts at this mastermind weekend. Literally, there's people that never posted a video of themselves really promoting their business or just introducing themselves. And it's funny because some of them that came from out of state, literally as they were at the airport, I challenged them and encouraged them to post a video. And a lot of them did it, right? So again, quickly making sure the more that you do things, the more that you have support, the more consistent that you'll get in creating video. And why do I talk about video so much? Yes, you can post on Instagram, you can post on Facebook and have photos and, have written text posts and things like that. But there's nothing like actually going live on video, nothing like it, especially the lives that I'm doing now on Instagram. On Instagram and on Facebook and this gives you the opportunity to be in front of your audience where they can actually connect and interact with you and ask you questions. So this is why it's so powerful, and not everybody can do this. And it's live, so there's no faking your expertise. You really are showing up authentically in front of everybody. So it puts you on a different pedestal because you are an expert, a subject matter expert in your area, and then people start seeing you show up consistently, then you develop credibility and trust, right? Because you're constantly showing up every day or every week. And this is what I push you to when you become my one-on-one client, or when you come to the conferences or events that I'm planning. And literally, was just my second event. So I'm so full of joy and gratitude, because this is the start of something exciting, and this is really a movement. And the Nurses Making Money Moves conference that I started in March on International Women's Day weekend was in Tampa, Florida, and I had over 20 states represented, including nurses from Canada who came. And let me tell you, I do not know anybody really in the Florida area. I just moved here to Tampa recently, but I took that leap of faith in December, and literally in 10 weeks, in 10 short weeks, I curated this amazing experience, and it was really a whole vibe. And everybody who was there at that Nurses Making Money Moves conference, the very first conference, all they kept saying was this was the best conference they ever been to. This was an experience, a vibe, and a movement. It was a room full of women professionals, both nurses and non-nurses, who were in the marketing space, finance, speaking world, entrepreneurship world, who came together to share information and celebrate in community, to really uplift each other and support each other. And from that conference already, there's been so many great connections, and all the attendees are now collaborating. I've seen so many people that came to the conference that have now been on each other's podcast, doing different projects and things together. And this is what it's about. A lot of times when you're starting a business or in entrepreneurship, you feel quite alone by yourself, like you don't know anything. And then some people feel shy to really reach out and ask questions. But really, there's only so much that you can do from reading a book or looking at other experts, industry experts. You really have to be in community with other nurses and other non-nurses out of the nursing industry, so that you can push yourself to grow, challenge yourself, and mix up your group, right? You can't be in the same circles all the time, because you're not going to grow, you're not going to elevate, and you're not going to be pushed to do more, right? So that's the community that I'm building. It's literally a movement. Like I said, I'm so excited that I stood strong in my conviction to do this. And really, like I said, it's like all the glory to God, because I feel like God has given me this vision, and all I'm doing is just taking the steps, because He is ordering my next steps. And there has been a lot of challenges along the way, but again, you have to be strong in your vision to make it happen, and to believe in what it is that you want to offer, and the way you show up to serve. And I've gotten so many great messages from nurses from all over that basically keep telling me that I'm such an inspiration to them, or I've inspired them to take action on something. And that's really, truly the goal, because there are so many nurses out there who want to do something different, want to do something more impactful. They may not want to leave the bedside, but maybe you're trying to do something a little bit different, something that excites you, that, or maybe you want to, write a book, become a speaker, get paid for something else. Maybe you want to be a consultant or a coach. So if you want to be a consultant or a coach, then this mastermind retreat is designed especially for you. Or really, maybe you want to open up your own practice or whatever it is, and you don't know how to market yourself. You don't know how to network. You don't know anything about personal branding, or even just business basics, like some topics. Like over the weekend, we talked about some marketing, inbound, outbound marketing, just some basic business concepts that if you are new to business, especially in nursing, because we don't get taught this in school, we kind of simplified this and I gave real life examples. And then we also gave each other feedback. It wasn't just me giving feedback to the attendees, they were giving each other feedback from their perspective. So this is why it was so powerful, so enjoyable to really have this intimate group come together and really apply everything that we learned. So, like I said, the beginning, we did a lot of mindset, clarity, focus. We talked about unique selling propositions and things like that. And then we kind of went into social media content, how to go live. And we actually went live right then and there. So, as proof that we are doing what we say we're doing, right? So, they got to see the process of how to go live. And one particular attendee actually did go live, and that time they went live without me. They did it themselves, and I was very proud of them, and they were able to execute. So that now, when they go home, they will be able to do this on their own. And many of them have joined my 8-week nurse visibility accelerator, so that they can continue on with accountability, with support from me, that I could guide them, being more visible on social media. And we actually have a 30-day video challenge going on. If you want to join this 30-day video challenge and be more visible, to build a personal brand and to also build your business, definitely message me and put visibility in the comments. Okay. And again, like I said, I work with aspiring nurse entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs who want to start service-based businesses, or that already have a business and are looking to be more visible, attract more clients, get more opportunities such as speaking engagements and things like that beyond podcasts, or start your podcast. So that is really what it is. And I don't have like a set program where there's like modules and different things like that, because the way that I teach, I'm very adaptable, and I really tailor my programs to each individual. And that really is what sets me apart from all these other programs and these modules. Some people love modules, but personally, I hate modules. I can't stand them. You get a set of modules, some of them are a little bit boring. You don't even want to follow through. And I bet you like 80 to 90% of you who've bought module-based programs barely even finish it, right? So that's what I'm talking about. When you work with me, it's one-on-one coaching where I'm supporting and tailoring the program specifically to what it is that you need to grow in your career or in your business. All right. So like I said, if you're interested to learn more, just message me on LinkedIn. That's really the best way to contact me. And we could see how we can get you in the program, or at least get you to be on the wait list for the next cohort. Okay. So what else did we go through this weekend? Like I said, we talked about marketing, also touched a little bit on sales, and we did some role play activity on sales, like how to conduct a sales call, right? A lot of people don't even know how to do that. Do you charge for your sales call? Do you not charge for it? We went through all that. So there are so many great nuggets dropped. We shared what apps to use, that can facilitate your social media content. Like I said, we also created their very first newsletter. Some of the attendees did have a newsletter, but again, some of the messaging was not targeted to their specific target audience. So we literally developed a newsletter that weekend. So not only did we do that, we also had time to network. We had a networking event at a rooftop patio where we had cocktails and dinner, and y'all, the food was on point. I'm like, I'm not even messing around. And they kept saying, oh my goodness, there's so much food. There's so much food. I was like, you're not going to come to my event and be like, Farrah didn't feed us. Right? So that did not happen. Everybody loved the food. And the hotel was amazing. It was an amazing venue. And people actually created content on site so that they could share on their social media platforms later. So it was such a great time. And of course, we had some time to also the retreat part to go to a spa so that they could, wind down for a little bit. So I have, so many great ideas for the next one. And so many people have now joined the wait list to go to the next business mastermind. And it's going to happen very soon. I'm going to release the official dates soon, but it's probably going to happen the first weekend of August. I'm just finalizing some plans in the background. So if you are interested, I already have a wait list going. People have been emailing me, sending me their phone numbers and saying, save me a spot. But y'all, I cannot save all of you a spot. What is going to guarantee your spot for this next mastermind where you can start attracting clients, start getting speaking engagements, getting more opportunities, and making, anywhere from 10 to 20K a month? You need to secure your ticket by this Friday. So this Friday is when the offer drops for the next mastermind. So if you're interested in joining, like I said, these fabulous nurse entrepreneurs and also spending a weekend in Clearwater Beach, then this is for you. And again, this is for female entrepreneurs or aspiring nurse entrepreneurs who want to be in community, who want to be pushed to the next level, to elevate, to take action, and to start making those money moves. If you are tired of working 2-3 jobs, you don't have a lot of flexibility. Maybe you still want to work bedside, but you want to do something on the side where you can work remotely. Maybe you'll be teaching as a career coach. That's what I do. I help new grads in the California area and in California and New York area make anywhere from $100,000 to $175K getting their first offer and landing their dream job. And that's really what I do from a coaching perspective for my business. And now I'm helping other nurses learn how to be nurse career coaches or health coaches or consultants, where you can literally make easily 10K a month or more. And it all depends on your commitment and the commitment to invest in yourself, in your personal development, and invest in your business so that you can grow. You can be more visible. You can build a personal brand that is outstanding, that people associate you as the go-to expert in your field or whatever it is that you're offering. So if that is you, then you need to message me now, direct message me on LinkedIn. Or if you're not on LinkedIn, you can literally, I'll put my email here. It's Farrah Laurent, that's the easiest one, at gmail.com. And let's see. So Farrah Laurent1 at gmail.com. If you want to secure your spot, and I'm only accepting 12 nurses. And for the first, I think I can't remember what I said. Was it 5 or 10 nurses? The first 5 or 10 nurses, I have to go back and look, who join by this Friday. And it's like the first ones who join will get into a 3-week pre-mastermind program with me, where we will meet once a week leading up to the mastermind and going through some of the questions that you may have, so that we can be really prepared to take action on that weekend. I'll answer any questions that you have about, what to wear, networking, and then we'll have a little mini networking session so you'll know some of the attendees before you go there. And then I will also drop, like I said, the offer this Friday. And if you have a friend in mind that you want to go to, you will get a special discount for both of you, like a buddy discount, if you share the same room. So start looking at potential friends that you may want to invite so that you guys can jump on this discounted rate to come to the to the next mastermind. So like I said, anticipating, I still have to confirm details tomorrow with the hotel. But it's definitely going to be that first weekend of August. I'm thinking August 1, 2, 3 of this year, August 1, 2, 3 in Clearwater Beach. And like I said, if you want to learn more details and you don't want to miss out on this because spots are limited, I'm only accepting 12 and it's going to be first come, first serve. And for those first people who sign up, you will get a special bonus and some, coaching with me 3 weeks leading up into the event where you can ask me any question and we can kind of dive in about some of the topics that we'll be covering in the mastermind, and that you can start networking also with some other attendees who will be there. And like I said, this was literally life-changing. And you don't even have to listen to me. I'm going to be dropping the testimonials very soon. And I'm sure you've seen them on LinkedIn all over. There's been so many testimonials from the attendees, and I'll be dropping them, a little bit more throughout this week. And again, of course, happy Nurses Week. Like I said, I'm so proud to be a nurse, to be able to serve other nurses, because I know what we do is not easy, right? And some of you just want something different, something new, something exciting. And this is definitely what you'll get when you come to the Nurses Making Money Moves Business Mastermind. And y'all, I'm gonna change the title because it's too long. And you guys let me know what you think, but I think I'm going to name it Elevate. Okay, just simply Elevate, just because it's a lot easier, right? The Elevate Mastermind Retreat Experience, whatever. But I'm thinking about just doing it one word, so it's just easier for everybody. But really, that's what it is. In one word, you are going to elevate. So let me know what you think, because I think that's what I'm going to call it, right? So you're going to elevate literally your mindset. You're going to elevate your personal brand, and then you're going to elevate your business and elevate your pockets, your bank account. You're going to make more money. I'm going to teach you how to make those money moves, and really how to get clear on what it is that you want and attract more opportunities into your life, attract more abundance. So if this sounds like it's something that you want to do, please put money in the comments. And if you like Elevate, put Elevate in the comments if you like that title, because I think that's what I'm going to go with. And if you have any questions whatsoever, let me know. I'm going to start creating all the details and marketing material. But y'all, you don't even need it, because just go listen to the testimonials that are online and watch the video. I dropped the video for the mastermind recap this weekend in Clearwater Beach. And I've been getting so many positive messages and raving reviews. So just go take a look. It's a sneak peek of what you'll get when you come to the next business mastermind retreat, which is probably going to be called Elevate. Elevate, elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. For those Drake fans out there, right? Yeah, so super excited. Like I said, I'll drop more testimonials as time goes. And I'm going to be going live a lot more. And I hope this Instagram live went well, because I can't really tell because I'm on Restream. So let me know if you are interested. And of course, I know you're going to be interested, because who doesn't want to make more money in their business? Who doesn't want to potentially start a business where you can work from home, be a coach or consultant using what you already know to make some money moves, right? So if you guys are down, put down and put money in the comments, and I will see you in the DMs if you are interested. And remember, the offer is going to drop this Friday for Nurses Week, because I'm not, I don't want to mess around. We need to get everybody who's serious and ambitious and ready to go. May 9th is when I'm going to drop this offer. So look out for more emails, more notifications, more posts, and I'm going to go live tomorrow again with more details. So this Friday it's going down. The offer is going down. So look out for that. And again, it's only going to be 12 spots. So you don't want to miss out. All right. I will talk to you soon, and I'll drop more details about what's to come. Super excited. Where are my nurses who wants to make those money moves? Let's talk. Let's make it happen. Let's get it. All right. I'll talk to you soon. I hope this was helpful. And again, go watch the recap video and go watch some of those testimonials, because you don't got to listen to me. Listen to the people. They said it was transformative. It like literally changed their mindset, changed their life. And they're not looking at business and sales as like, oh, I'm too salesy. They're literally being of service to others and making an impact. So I'll see you later. Have a good